Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. 10 o'clock, Jay, in this bitch. What's up, everybody? Good to see you guys. Welcome to the evening show. Obviously, kind of a poppin' scene of betting scandal in the UFC. Unfortunate but true. But there is some positives. UFC Vegas 111 has another fight. Jackson McVeigh versus Zachary Reese, which I'm grateful for. I'm happy that instead of no fight between Jackson McVeigh and somebody, we got a fill-in. It was supposed to be Dante Johnson. I'm happy with this, though. I genuinely don't mind. I think that Zach Reese is an interesting matchup for him. Stylistically, I think it should be a fun one. So there's a lot of good things, man. I think it's going to be a decent weekend. Obviously, everything is based upon the bullshit happening. Chat, we have 14 likes. I want more, okay? So by the 5-minute mark, we need 25 likes. YouTube bases everything off how many likes you can get in the first 10 minutes. And if you enjoy this content, if you enjoy the savage play-by-play, let's show YouTube what's up. Let's get 25 likes in the first 5 minutes. Let's get some magic happening in here. I'll be answering all the questions in chat, talking it up with the people. Obviously, some folks are hyping up the camera quality, I think. Yeah, I stepped it up a little bit. Reese by nutshot TKO. I think that's his best chance of success. Hit him right in the balls and call it a fucking day. Save the headache. What's up, Nutty MMA? What's up? What's up? Good. What's goody, J. Lou, Paku, everybody, Brady Cure, Bradley Curon, everybody. What's up? I gotta come to MSG, bro. I'm streaming, my brother. I'm streaming, my brother. I'm streaming, I'm streamer Jay. I don't have time to go to the events. I'll be streaming them. I got the fight companion. Look at Jared Nunes in the house. What's up? What's up, Caveman? Trey Good, Fight Milk, Terez Finney. I'm shouting people out like a monsoon tonight. Juice Trades up in here. I'm sure we got more. Who was the first commenter? Stormy Normie up first says, Grind Jay. What a gem. And Hernanov asking about members. Oh, yeah. Look at these good people. Herb was early on. Sorry I was strolling in a couple minutes past 9:55, but your boy is here. You're so hyped for next week with a good card. I wouldn't even say good. I would say amazing. I think UFC 322 is going to fucking slap. I can't wait. I was the first one to call Ricky Simone Rob light. Is it not accurate as fuck? Thank you, Pancho, for $1.99. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate that. Sup, Age? I went to my first MMA class, accidentally tagged a welterweight with a 2 and got a full power body kick in return. That's part of the game. Listen, take that full power body kick. It's good for you. You accidentally tagged him with a 2. Good. He left it open. He won't make that mistake again. If he's getting tagged by a novice with a 2, I don't care how light it is. That's a problem. Is there any fight you would actually skip a stream to go see? No. Huh. If my brother was in a UFC fight or a championship fight, but outside of that, no. Nothing. I'm happy to be right here streaming every single card, every single week. That's it. That's what I do. It's what I love to do. Highest level of comp ever for a UFC card. I think 322 is going to be a spectacle. I really do. I think it's going to be a fucking spectacle. Did you guys see Yuri Prochazka talk about how he shadowboxed for 24 hours straight? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 24 hours. That is next level shit. 24 hours straight. I believe him too. 24 hours. That's crazy. He said it to Mighty Mouse on Mighty Mouse's pod. Yuri is a different level of martial artist. He's a mushroom demon. You can tell he does seem like he's on the shrooms. Yuri's mind is galvanized. Yuri has, people compare him to the samurais. I think Yuri's more savage than any samurai would have been. If Finchman got a UFC fight, then yeah, I'd consider going. But Finchman's retired, man. Coach was low-key glazing me, convinced me to stay for strength conditioning, had throwing up. Listen, sometimes you got to puke a little bit. He wants to see how tough you are. That's what the coach is doing. When you go tomorrow, he'll nod his head in approval. He'll nod his head in approval when you fight past the pain and keep showing up. Your reaction to Yuri versus Roundtree was insane. Thanks, bro. The play-by-play is second to none. Yuri is CTE'd out of his mind. I just think Yuri's different. Like, it's not CTE. He's just different, bro. If Finch goes to the UFC, he doesn't realize you have a huge fan base off rip. The whole community would be in the fucking attendance wearing his shirt. One of the most popular prelim fighters of all time. You think Yuri's immune to mushrooms? I feel like you could give him 3 tabs of acid and he won't feel anything. But I get this meditating. I know, but Finch, man, UFC debut would be wild. Fuck yeah. Yuri isn't just a fighter. He's a true martial artist down to the essence. Agreed. If I was doing a fight, would you guys go? Would you guys show up if I was doing a fight? Like, not a UFC fight, like some no-name league, and I had a fight. Would you guys all come through? How many people would actually show up? Would you fly to come watch? Of course. Fuck yeah. Bana. Hey, W chat. AJ versus Dennis Tululin. Run it. Sign the contract, Tululin. You'll be in the corner, bro. Fuck yeah, Hernan. You travel the furthest corners of the globe. You're an animal, Fight Milk. You're in Florida, so hell yeah. Dope. I'd fly out, but you have to get the KO or sub. Oh, shit. Me versus Brian Battle would slap. If I was free, I'd probably fly and help you with camp and be in your corner. Fuck yeah, Paku. It's good to know my people got my back. You guys are great. AJ, if Zach Reese can find the finish over Jackson McVeigh, would you be surprised? I won't be shocked. Zach Reese and McVeigh's a good fight. Both guys pretty tall and lanky. Zach Reese has got more pop in all of his shots. I kind of feel like Jackson McVeigh is a worse Zach Reese. Is that a weird comparison? Am I reaching a bit because it is both country-looking white boys? Or is Zach Reese just a worse, or Zach Reese rather just a better Jackson McVeigh, or vice versa? You cornered your boy for a Muay Thai fight last week. He got knocked the fuck out. That's still cool as fuck that he did it, knocked out or not. AJ versus Dolgarian for the ultimate betting champion. Let's go. Me by first round sub. It's fucking written down beforehand. Is it just me or is Dirty Boxing fucking awesome? Dirty Boxing is very cool. Would love to hear some fights you want to see for the Paramount card. I think for that first one, they got to start with a bang. I want Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane. I like Topuria on the card versus a Paddy Pimblett. To be honest, Topuria, Paddy Pimblett, the thing is, that's a main event. Or Topuria, Gaethje. So they may have Aspinall Gane on the second Paramount card. I'm also wondering if fight nights will occasionally get women's championship fights now that they're going to Paramount and there's not the pay-per-view thing. Like, I wonder if they're going to be putting championship fight night cards. Like, you can watch, let's say Mackenzie Dern versus Tatiana Suarez, fight night main event, or, something along those lines. The Paramount card, I feel like the first one, they're going to try to make it pretty special. Everyone's talking about the Dolgarian fight being rigged, but no one's talking about the Dumas fight. I think he so obviously sold the fight and bet the other guy by sub. I don't know, man. I think Dumas is just goofy like that. I don't think he's trying to lose. Yeah, the Reese fight is brand new news. It just came out earlier today. Can't wait for PropAholics. I feel like Joseph Morales, KO sub, minus 140, decent. Agreed. I think Morales wins inside the distance. Gene Silva replied the eyes when they posted Silva versus Arnold Allen. I love John Silva, Arnold Allen, but I will say I have a craving for this fight between John Silva and Steve Garcia. Colby versus Tebagati. Let's just sacrifice Colby. Colby Covington. I just spit on the mic. Oops. Colby Covington versus Ateba Gatier is must-see shit. That's it. Sacrifice him. Assuming Islam beats JDM, who would you love to see Islam fight at welterweight next? I am intrigued by a Shavkat Rachmanov fight. Though Shavkat may need to get a win. I think Shavkat, I think the winner of Sean Brady, Michael Morales. I think if Ian Gary beats Bilal, he'd be in the running for a title fight. There's a lot of intriguing fights for Islam at 170 beyond Jack Della Maddalena. And I think people are hyper fixated on the Ilya Topuria super fight. It's a great fight. But I just don't know if that'll be the situation. Edgar Shira is getting himself investigated too for saying he was offered $50K in pesos for throwing a fight. Yeah, these guys admitting to it online. Bad idea, man. Bad idea, because now they're like, oh, well, why didn't you report the crime taking place? Now they're in trouble, man. Yeah, fumble a bag on a lot of their parts. Holy shit. You want to see Islam go up and fight Hamzat? I think that's a little unrealistic. 185 from 55. I think it's too much of a jump for him. I think Dumas would probably be one of the easiest fighters to flip with his background. You'd think that, but I don't know, man. Something about him and losing fights, it doesn't seem like he's one that wants to lose, regardless of how bad he looks sometimes. Like, he's got that street fighter mentality, bro. I don't know, man. He doesn't seem like a guy that wants to take L's. But maybe I'm wrong. But it's like almost too obvious that it's not going to be true. The Shavkat injury, indictment, and time off, I'm fading him. If they auto give him an Islam Makhachev fight, which I don't know if they will, that could be trouble. Dude, Colby's so fucking stale, bro. Like, obviously he's a heel and all, but it's old and washed now, especially after taking 3 L's. Agreed, man. I'm over the Covington thing. Definitely no title shot for Colby. You're actually betting so much money on Bo Nichols. Shit's in 10 days. Bo Nichols somehow just takes a dive into a ghillie. Call it wraps. Mitabek Orabai was supposed to be fighting Jack Hermanson. Is that fight still on? Cedric was versus Holland at 185 is fucking dope. I won't be surprised if we see Holland move back up to 85 after his recent losses. You rewatch Bilal JDM and you had a 50-45. Okay. Respect. I thought JDM definitely won. No argument. I'll be doing my rewatch in the next day or two. I think Shavkat versus Kamaru Usman is the fight to make. I like Shavkat versus Kamaru Usman a lot. Shavkat incident. Oh, I think an indictment. I was like, what indictment? Went over my head, bro. I kind of just let you flow with it. His wife was in a bad car wreck. Yeah. His wife was in a bad car wreck. Oh. Yeah, I think Shavkat versus Kamaru Usman, though, is a dope fight night main event. I think they should definitely look to set something up early next year. Whenever Shavkat's ready to go. Also, chat, we're at 47 likes. Let's get 50 likes up in here. Let's get 50 likes by the 15-minute mark. That's a pretty good ratio. YouTube likes the high likes within the early portion of the stream. So make sure you guys keep hitting that like button. Keep supporting the boy. Keep showing the love. Who the fuck is Shavkat? He's forgotten about now? What's up, little Yuge Nietzsche? What's happening, bro? Hi, experts. Hi, bro. Thank you guys for 50 likes. What'd you guys think of this week's best MMA bets? BJ Penn arrested again. Nothing will surprise me with BJ Penn at this point. BJ Penn is mentally gone. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, he's gone. Love the content as always. Like the stream, motherfuckers. Let's go. Thank you, Lil Yaguchi. If I'm botching your name, I'm sorry. Dante Johnson's not fighting Saturday, bro. He got pulled. They might do Islam Kamaru Usman. I hope not. It's a super fight, though. Especially because Kamaru's willingness to take it. I did a Savage Dog Lock Padilla. But Lock City Parlay, I think Morales and Daniel Marcos. Are we allowed to love Rampage again? I mean, why not? If you like Rampage, you like Rampage. I don't know why Hyder Miller is not it for me, but I don't know about Emmers. I think Emmers gets melted. I've seen the BJ Penn story claiming that it isn't actually his mother. I can tell you for certain that it is. And BJ Penn has mental health issues, and I feel bad for him. Do you buy into the Herzog rigging some fights? Some of his fights seem real sus. I mean, there's definitely an argument. His refereeing at times is incredibly suspect. Jason Herzog is a sus referee at times. Thank you guys for 60 likes. You guys are great with the like button. I really appreciate it, man. You guys really hyping the boy up. You guys really helping blow the channel up on the road to 55,000 subscribers. I love you guys. Thank you. Listen, let's make this the biggest stream of the week. Let's get 70 likes by the 20-minute mark. Let's just keep it going. If we can jump 10 likes every 5 minutes up until the 30-minute mark, YouTube ought to be showing this stream to the world, goddamn. Usman getting a title shot would be such a slap in the face to all the other contenders. Good performance from him against Buck, but he's literally the weakest fighter stylistically for, I think you mean Islam. So here's what I'll say about that. Kamaru Usman is definitely past his prime. Kamaru Usman has the legacy that intrigues many, and a fight between him and Islam Makhachev would be a battle of two great champions. And I do feel as though it's possible the UFC goes that route, but I think he needs another win. If he beat a Shavkat Rakhmonov, that would be title shot territory. I like the idea of Usman versus Bilal. If Bilal gets past Ian Gary, I think that's definitely a possibility. I don't know. That Yahya fight tells you everything you need to know about Herzog's integrity. What I'll say about the Yahya fight is that was one of the later stoppages that made zero sense to me. Like, Yahya was getting pulverized, dropped numerous times throughout the fight, and just allowed to continue. I didn't understand that one. Yeah, that was weird. Gray J is crazy. It is a storyline fight. Kamaru Usman, welterweight champion. Islam, two-weight world champ. I'd want to watch it. How is Usman able to walk, let alone compete? His knees are shot. He's different level savage. Best of my May bets was good. Love the parlay. I was thinking the same. Waiting for the weigh-ins and also waiting for that Reese line. I might go Reese Morales. Zach Reese is a really live pick with Morales, man. Yeah. I'm excited to see what the betting line looks like for that. But I think Zach Reese will be somewhere around minus 250. I think he's definitely good enough to pass the Jackson McVeigh puzzle. I don't rate Jackson McVeigh very high. I mean, shit, I was picking Valentine against him. I think that was a 50-50 fight. I can't guarantee you that he was on his path to, losing to a Valentine, but I definitely didn't think that Jackson McVeigh looked like he was on the easy trek to success against Valentine. A lot of people are like Valentine haters, but he looked pretty good in the Ultimate Fighter house. One thing I truly believe in that judges have attempted to rig fights. There's been some scorecards where I'm like, there's just no way, like 30-27 Tuivasa over Rosenstruik. That was a weird one, especially because they were in Australia, I believe, at the time. I'm sure there's some judges getting mixed up in some bullshit and swaying some scorecards. Absolutely. Absolutely. I hate to say it. I mean, I'm not trying to ensue the panic. I'm trying to calm it, but occasionally it does happen. I've said it for a long time. But that doesn't mean to me you can't win. That doesn't mean to me you can't win. You can. Also, chat, we're at 68 likes. Let's get 70 likes now. We're about to hit the 20-minute mark, but let's get it during that 20-minute of the stream. Tell YouTube, keep pumping the algorithm. Tell YouTube you're loving the stream. I want this to be the biggest stream of the week so far, and I definitely think it can be. So run the likes up and show some love to the boy. And yeah, let's keep chatting, man. Big Dan definitely had money on Frank Mir in that boxing match. Let me tell you something. He let Frank Mir take life-changing damage. I did not understand that late stoppage, like 0 cents about it. Cheeto 48-47 over Corey is just downright delusional. I thought he clearly lost that fight. Whoever allowed the Dumont and Irene Aldana fight to continue needs to be looked at. Literally no reason that fight should have gone on. Bloody mess. Fair. But not all of this is rigged. You have to also consider that there is incompetency, even at the highest level of officiating, judging, etc. It's not all rigged. I promise you, there are just some very incompetent people there as well. 80 likes before 8:30. Let's get, for me, it's going to be 10:30, but let's get 80 likes before 10:30. Let's do it. My current favorite fighter, I'd probably pick Ilia Topuria. I just really think his style is why. It's not so much him. It's just the way that he fights. I love the boxing. The slickness on the feet. It's just a fucking pleasure to watch. Hey, Mini Moo, would you miss? Not much, bro. Just me rambling and ranting. Trev Bot, thank you for 199. Thank you for getting that dono train running, big dog. Let's go. Let's go, my brother Goche. I'm chilling, Trev Bot. How you doing? How's life? How's things? What's new in the life of the Trev Bot? What's new? Bring back Mazzagatti is crazy. Mazzagatti was an awful referee. I see Mazzagatti at a lot of the fights, though. He's still an official. He just doesn't ref UFC fights. Pratez Tulio for you. Solid 2 lineup. People are scared to bet this weekend. This is the safest card after what just happened because you're thinking they're going to be like extra cautious on the fixed fights. Fair. I think that there's going to be some sensible outcomes this weekend, but I do think there's some good underdogs. I think Pratez is going to smoke Leon. It's a very interesting matchup. If Leon Edwards is on, he could definitely give Pratez some real trouble in a 3-rounder. Just because Bilal and Sean Brady were able to get past him. Leon Edwards is still sharp in all areas with a very good gas tank. It's just, I think Pratez has the punch power advantage in the fight. What do you guys think about me adding Josh Hotkett to a parlay? I'd rather just not. I mean, he's making a UFC debut. Yeah, he probably wins. He's making a UFC debut, though. He's fighting a guy that we don't know the level of. You know, if you look at the guy's jiu-jitsu resume, this guy's world-class. His stand-up game is good. Or not good, rather. His stand-up game seems unknown. I don't even want to say good. Let me take it back. Hockett's stand-up game is not very good. It's not bad. He's mediocre. I don't know. It's just one of those fights that I'd rather sit on the sidelines. I'd rather sit on the sidelines, wait and see more. I don't know. Fashion police arrest AJ now. Some say that hair isn't real. Listen, the hair is as real as it motherfucking gets. The hair is real shit. 3 most likely fights for the KO this weekend. One that's calling KO is that Hyder Ramil fight. Will Kron Gracie ever fight again? I think he's actually scheduled for a fight, if I'm not mistaken. Leon can definitely keep the range with his footwork and snipe, and whenever Carlos closed the distance, he could clinch. He could, but there is a chance that Pratez hurts him with some big shots. PropAholics is tomorrow, bro. What's your thoughts on Kayla saying she wants Valentina to win and come up a weight class and fight her at the White House, then fight Nunes after? I think that's unrealistic. I think more likely is Norma Dumont at this point getting put into that fight. I think that the women's bantamweight division is fucking dead right now. Women's bantamweight sucks. You bet Max Gimenez submission at plus 1,300. You can't hang that number on his best win condition against an overconfident bum. Completely agree. This guy's a world champion in jiu-jitsu, and he's plus 1,000 to win by submission against a small heavyweight. It's not like Josh Hockett is Gable Stevenson, or Stevenson, rather. I botched his name. If Dolgarian owed Raja money for gambling in their prison cell and Keith Peterson was the guard, who you got? Dolgarian by sub. Prates spinning elbow got to be KO of the year. Before the fight, he had a statement to make after losing to Ian. And I think he's live to make a statement again here with the side of Leon Edwards. Leon doesn't have much power. The consequences of damage from Leon are not vast. And I think Prates can walk him down. Leon's going to have to pick and move, kind of like Ian Gary did. But I don't think Leon's as sharp, especially at this point of his career, as Ian Gary. You think Waldo Acosta gets the winner of Gon Aspinall? Absolutely not. Waldo versus Volkov is a good fight, though. And then I think with a win there, Waldo's in the running for a title shot. Obviously, Sergey Pavlovich is there. Sergey Pavlovich versus Jailton Almeida is a fight that makes a lot of sense. Something along those lines for him. I think Waldo's win against Deliha is really upped his stock. They should replace the aging UFC ring girls with hotter, younger ones. I'm sure there'll eventually be some new ring girls popping off, but I think they're sticking with their core for now. Dern has some defenses lined up. Yan Xiaonan, Suarez. I think Suarez is more likely to be next. But I will say, her having losses to Lemos, Yan Xiaonan, they're in the running for a title fight. Matt Schnell, comeback sub incoming. I think Morales should run him over. I think Matt Schnell's career has been done. I'm on Myra Bueno Silva. Cavalcanti never has clean performances. Bueno Silva can make it ugly and submit her. I think Bueno Silva's shit, dude. Bueno Silva's a head case. She was cheating. She was using Adderall. Also, guys, by the 30-minute mark of the stream, I want 90 likes up in here. Keep telling YouTube you enjoy what you're watching. And let's hit 90 likes. The goal for this stream is to be the biggest stream of the week for me so far. So let's run it up crazy. All right. Anyone care about Paul Diaz? Not me. I actually have zero interest in it. I don't want to see it. I would rather see Nate Diaz get back to MMA. I don't care to watch him box. I think it's boring to watch him box. I would much rather watch him fight where he's best at, which is mixed martial arts, not boxing. What's up, KZ? Matt Schnell slander won't be tolerated, AJ. Listen, Matt Schnell retired after losing to Cody Durden, and then he won a boring fight. Not a boring fight, I guess. He won an unimpressive fight against a guy in Jimmy motherfucking Flick. Stop it, bro. He won an unimpressive fucking decision against Jimmy Flick. Joseph Morales is going to toy with him. He's about to be Joseph Morales' bitch for 15 minutes or less on Saturday night, okay? Joseph Morales has skills. Kim Winslow is the worst ref in history. You just recorded your full fight card picks? I'm excited, KZ. I'm excited for you. Matt Schnell is a boom. Matt Schnell is a boom. Matt Schnell had his prime. Matt Schnell had some good moments in the UFC, but he's past his prime. Matt Schnell now is mediocre and barely holding on to a roster spot. I think after this Saturday, he probably retires. I think it was a mistake to take another fight. The reason he's taking this fight is because the paycheck. And I think he's going to go out and lose by probably submission, but he may get knocked out. Czar picks versus AJ is funny. What's KZ's page? It's right there. It's KZ MMA. The Nightmare will run through Harrison for an easy split decision when she gets called up after this fight. The Nightmare will run through Harrison. Okay, explain. What do we mean? We're talking about the Nightmare, and that's Wei Lee, or is the Nightmare Valentina? Matt Schnell does have some dog in him, but he's about to get dogged. Yo, Schnell has had some sick, wild fights. Fuck yeah. I just think Schnell is past his prime and he's taking on a guy that's ready. It's a tough situation with Diaz. It's horrible watching him box, but if you put him in MMA gloves, he's gushing blood after the first jab. That's true. And let's also keep it a buck. The money they're probably paying him to box is worth him sticking around in that sport. The career recaps were a good idea for content. Maybe do polls so people can pick the fighters. I don't feel like doing one right now, but in future streams I will. Has a fighter ever returned to the UFC after being released? If so, someone enlighten me. After being released? Yeah, plenty of times we've seen it. I mean, Joseph Morales, prime example. He's fighting this weekend. What's my pick for the Leroy Duncan fight? I'm assuming you're picking Leroy Duncan, Bright Boxer, but I'm going to go Tulio. Is Willie Cat a top 15 bantamweight? I think he's top 20, but the issue is he's at featherweight. Matt Schnell does have a bit of a glass slipper, and he also is submittable too because he makes some mistakes. I heard some crazy number like 16 million on Del Valle in the Dolgarian Fight Fix. I heard that wasn't true, but I don't know before. Brandon Moreno, yeah, he was released from the UFC and then he won a belt. Is Diaz Paul actually happening? I think that's just rumor mill. No, I don't think it's actually getting made. Crazy Jake couldn't KO Nate. His chin is crazy. Nate's definitely got a good chin. The way that he rolls with shots is also a factor. It's already Thursday on this side. Well, for me, it's still Wednesday. Joseph Morales from Tough. Exactly. If GSP fought Anderson both in their prime, who would have won? I feel like GSP could have got a decision using his wrestling. The Nightmare is on a 4-fight win streak in the women's bantamweight, highest win rate in the division. So you're saying Cavalcanti is ready for a title shot if she beats Bueno Silva? I don't think so. A mill decision? I'm kind of thinking a mill by KO is live. Julian Erosa has been cut and come back better. True, but he also fumbles the bag often. Julian Erosa is all over the place. Nah, round robin, not the move for me. I believe in confidence, and you pick your calls with confidence, you know? Diaz will beat Jake, then they'll have a trilogy. Fuck, no. I think Jake beats him worse this time. Yusuf Zalal was cut from the UFC. He came back, and he's a top 10 contender now. Plenty of guys have been released from the organization and then fought their way back and done fairly well. Dustin Jacoby at light heavyweight. Modestus Bukauskas. Yeah, a good amount of guys. It happens more often than you think. Some guys just get to the UFC too soon. They're young prospects. They get to the UFC too soon, lose some fights, get sent out, run through the regional scene, get better, and become problems. Mason Jones. Moreno's fighting Tatsuru in December. How do you think that goes? Oh, my God, that's a great fight. I think I'm going to lean Tatsuru Taira. I think his ground skills. Jake should quit being a scared hoe and fight Nate in MMA. I mean, that would definitely sell. But Jake needs some amateur MMA or pro MMA fights at a low level first. Like, he's got to get used to those fucking gloves. I don't think he can just jump right in against Nate. We'll know if insider betting issue is still an issue if Cavalcanti wins a split. I mean, she is the queen of split decisions. AJ, I was watching the King of the Streets fights on YouTube the other day. You ever seen this? Fucking savagery. I have watched King of the Streets. Yeah, King of the Streets is crazy, bro. You locked Battle Taco. Pretty big dog. I like it. Yeah, bro. I'm locking Taco. I'm locking Taco, Chad. I think Taco Padilla is a good underdog this week. He's a guy that I know is going to fight for my money. He's taking on a guy with a suspect fight IQ and his overrated skill set. I think Taco Padilla is pretty good. Also undefeated in the UFC, 6 wins in a row. I'm going Taco. Also, chat, we're at 90 likes. Let's go for 100 likes by the 40-minute mark. Let's tell YouTube you're loving this stream. Smash that like button, and in 40 minutes, we'll have 100 likes. We could be on the trek for 200 likes. The goal is for this to be the biggest stream of the week so far. And that would mean we got to run the likes up like madmen. That would mean over 120 likes, which I definitely think is live for the live. Replay, obviously, tends to get a fuckload of likes too. People like tuning into the Q&As after the fact. Is Ricky Simone back and better than ever? I definitely think Ricky Simone has looked in prime form as of late. I like what I've seen from him. Thank you guys for 100 likes. Love you guys. Watch this one fight where the dude got subbed out cold, then got up and wanted the fight to continue, gets his teeth knocked out boxing. That's fucking crazy. Holy shit. Holy shit. What's up, MMA Joey? Good to see you in the chat, bro. How you been? Shadowbox at 100 likes. Big Dog is staying sitting and answering all your questions during this evening's stream. I think Gary gets it in a 3-rounder, Bilal in 5. In a 3-round fight, I'm going Ian Gary. I'm picking him over Bilal. I think Ian Gary's on the title track, man. I liked and subscribed and just found your channel about 14 minutes ago. I can't do much more. Hey, Sausage Happy Meal X9931. Welcome to the show. First time on the channel, for real? Damn. Well, shout out to the first timer, man. I'm glad to have you for a first time, buddy. You're a savage. Can Brian Battle make a comeback to the UFC? Made weight twice, and I think Mater was in the crowd for his KO. I don't doubt it. I think he is better than PFL. Like, I think it's kind of a waste to just let Brian Battle go fight in the PFL. But last I heard, Brian Battle signed a PFL contract and was scheduled to be competing in next year's middleweight tournament. Could that change? Could that not be true? Remains to be seen. But personally, yes, I prefer Brian Battle in the UFC. I think it's a waste to let him go to PFL, especially that PFL has kind of lost hype over recent years. I feel like we've seen a worse PFL product since they merged with Bellator. And I just would prefer him in the UFC. I don't know, man. Have me and Joey ever collab? We collabed many years ago. Yeah. Many years ago, not like 10 years ago. Like what, 3 years ago now? 2.5? A while back. Imagine the drama and how they talk between the gladiator shows back in the day. I can't imagine. I don't know. Hey, Jay, you have any early thoughts on Chepe Mariscal versus Pat Sabatini? I'm probably going to go the dog in Mariscal to pull through, but Sabatini's grappling poses a legit threat to Mariscal on the ground. Where the fuck does the time go? It is crazy, right? It doesn't feel that long ago. It's wild, man. Like, I have over 3,000 videos on YouTube now. I remember first starting, you know? It's 2025, about to be 2026, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Savage on the lock, Bueno Silva. I don't think you can confidently lock a quitter like Bueno Silva. She gets frustrated. She quits on herself. I say no. You're the most consistent with the content. Hey, thank you, Francisco Levita. I'm the Marab of MMA YouTube, dog. You catch what Dolgarian's coach said. Wow. He said he doesn't see Dolgarian fighting ever again, which I agree on, but speaks volumes of how serious it is behind the scenes. Yes, I watched the interview. It was actually included in my reaction video and my, take on everything with the scandal. Agreed, Adrian Bueno Silva. Yeah, I don't know. If she wins as a dog, I'll be like, wow, she did it, but not the type of girl that I want to back with confidence, especially that she tested positive for the Adderall. Like, I swear to God, she was fighting on Adderall and doing way better. Without it, she loses focus. The worst year by far for me, but I'm glad this community is a WA. All love for Nanov. And I know that 2026 is going to be the best fucking year of your life. You know that, Hernanov? It's going to be the best fucking year of your life, bro. I promise you. Things are going to shift in the right direction. The Marab of MMA YouTube is accurate. Thank you, bro. It's AJ Davidashvili, man. Hockett shouldn't be that big of a favorite. If he makes the mistake wrestling this fight, I think he gets fucked up on the ground. I will say, though, the team over at Greg Jackson's crew, I think they formulate a good game plan. he should box. He should show the hands. And I think he can knock this Brazilian jiu-jitsu specialist out. W Savages, the best year for everyone. Let's go, Hernanov. I agree, bro. Who do you think will win? Upcoming Valentina Zhang? I'm torn, but right now I think I'm leaning Zhang. Hey, chat, you guys have been blessed with the like button. We're at 107. Let's keep running the goals up higher. Let's get 110 by the 45-minute mark. We're going to keep on crack-a-lacking. 110 likes by the 45-minute mark. Tell YouTube, shit, I love this guy's stream. Hello, AJ, it's so accurate, but I prefer to say the DDP of MMA YouTube. That's fair. Who's the Hamzat Chimaev, though? Who's 50-44 in my ass? Gimenez has a lot of high-level grappling experience. If they fuck around on the ground, and if Gimenez ends up on top of Hawkett, I think Hawkett could be fucked. AJ came out of shoot the box. Prates Leon, torn with the pick. Nothing official yet, but early lean Prates. You know, I like to wait till the Sunday before to officially decide. Hey, thank you guys for over 110. I appreciate you, animals. I appreciate you, animals. I appreciate you, animals. You guys have been great with the likes today. Leon has a chance. Y'all don't count him out. Leon does have a chance. I spoke upon it earlier in the stream. Favorite combat sports movie? I feel like it's got to be Rocky, but it could be my Italian stallion bias, you know? Oklahoma City going to complete my parlay. Congratulations, bro. W, the likes ran up. Hey, let's go, Hernanov. Yeah, the likes gone crazy this stream. I love to see the likes moving, bringing it and grooving. I'm doing lunchtime live tomorrow. I'm doing PropAholics tomorrow evening. There is a ton of content dropping on the channel, so keep it locked in. I'll be live Friday afternoon. I'm doing the weigh-in show Friday, full card fight companion, and back on business. If there's any fight news, you know your boys got it covered now. I'm back on my news grind, Jay. I'm happy about that. And yeah, I look forward to a lot of things going down in the space. Never Back Down is a fucking classic. Definitely up there. Shout out to this Peppermint Zin I'm dropping in. Enjoy your Peppermint Zin, bro. I mean, would people rather see Yuri versus Chimaev over Amavov Chimaev? For sure. If Yuri cuts to 85, Jesus, him versus Hamzat is amazing. In a perfect world, let's do that. I don't think he's getting a fight against Pereira next. I'd say if he really can make 185, count me in. What's the best Brazilian MMA academy from the past? And what is the best Brazilian MMA academy currently? I feel like Nova União was the, you know, staple, but I think Shoot Their Box. Really appreciate your hustle and interaction with subscribers, bro. Hey, thank you, Darrell. I appreciate it. You feel like you have a lot of free time. You feel like you're constantly busy. I definitely feel like the MMA YouTube never stops. I'm doing it full time now. I'm pretty sure you are too, MMA Joey. And yeah, bro, it's MMA YouTube all day, multiple times a day. It's go, 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 go. But I feel like invigorated for it. I love it. I stopped smoking all the reefer and shit, so I'm fully sober. 91 days today, chat. We're on the trek to 100, and I feel better than I ever have in my life. More dialed in with the content. I feel like my videos are better. I definitely feel like my streams are better. And I definitely, I don't know, think of the focus factor as like a positive shift. And I feel like I'm really like living up to my potential. But I don't feel burnt out. I just feel like I'm constantly hustling, you know, but I don't feel burnt out. I'm obsessed with it. I joke around and say like I'm a psychopath with the MMA YouTube thing. It's just go, 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 and that's it. Go, 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 go. Hey, take a fat ripski for me, Trev Bot. Take a fat ripski, Trev Bot. Do it, bro. No, I'm not signing off soon, brother, man. I am streaming for another 45 minutes or so, and then I'm going to do members after. So I'll be live past midnight. So keep it locked in. If you're coming to members after too, I'm live for a while. I'm live half an hour for members after this. We notice it. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I definitely think the content's gotten better. As a longtime subscriber, I guarantee you're always improving, AJ. Hey, Igor Ramos, my boy. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Hey, thank you guys for 115 likes. Let's go. I'll keep setting the like goal higher because I want tonight's stream to be the biggest of the week. We're at 115 by the 45-minute mark. I don't see why by the 50-minute mark we can't hit 125. Forget about 120 flat. We'll get 125 by the 50-minute mark on the stream. That's a good number. Smoking the Shmee. Hey, they call me Sober J. Feeling never better, Jay. You understand me? More dialed in than ever, Jay. The truth is, life feels a lot better, man. Smoking the Shmee, though. That's funny as hell. Leon versus Masvidal needs to happen. That beef needs to be settled. I'll tell you, if Leon loses to Prates and Masvidal really is making a comeback, no better time to do it than then. If he beats Prates, though, less likely. Name UFC fighter you can beat in a fight. None. You got a huge power outage in your building. It's a luxury building, 24 hours, still no power. That sucks, Kingsword. I'm sorry. That sounds like a freaking nightmare. Are there any confirmed rig fights besides the Dolgarian and Daric Minner fights? Those are the two fights that have been, yes, definitely confirmed rigged, and one from several years prior. I forget the name of the fighters. I mean, there's been other suspicious events as well. AJ, the encroaching winter got me looking at homes in Florida for real. Might be my first purchase when crypto hits. Hey, let's go, Trevbotics. Yo, AJ, should I go to 322? I live in New York, but cheapest ticket is 550, and I'm getting married in less than a year, so you know I'm just draining dollars. I mean, you live in New York. Hey, Mom Dami said he's doing rent control, bro. So if you're renting a house, you should be saving money. I'm thinking, give it a fucking chance. I'm saying go enjoy yourself. I'm saying go to the fights, bro. I say yes. You went to 314 in Miami? Good. Time for 322. I say, yeah, why not? Getting married, having to do with it, whatever. Yo, bro, you got to enjoy your life, man. You got to enjoy your life. You know? I'm going to say yes. Almeida versus Volkov was rigged, but in a good way. The UFC is just not rewarding, or at least in the Middle East, they're not rewarding that smotherfuck no damage from top style. Mom Dami needs to limit the prices on the UFC nosebleeds. I paid like $200 cheaper for Newark card than it's costing for 322. But 322 is a bigger event. 322 is a bigger event, bro. Maybe you have to call in from the show at MSG. Listen, at least send the video to the Discord. You're a member, and I'll play it on stream. He is not going to make Qurans mandatory in every house, bro. Stop. No, I don't think so, man. I think he's going to, try out some policies, and we'll see what happens, man. He got the vote. The people voted for him. It is what it is. I hope he does a great job. Had to finish up some work, but caught the end of the stream. It's not even the end of the stream, really. It's not like the end of the stream. We haven't even hit the 1 hour mark yet. Cage side at 322, like 23K. That's fucking crazy. How often do you think people are throwing fights to build undefeated fighters in KSW? Ooh. Hey, I don't know as far as KSW goes. I wouldn't be surprised if it's more prominent in like Europe and Asia and things like that. I would not be surprised if the FBI contacts you about the betting scandal. Your picks are on point. I would be honored. I would be like, yeah, I just study the cards every week. Boom, 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 boom. All of the MMA YouTubers get interviewed. I believe Mandami is a Shia, which is like Jehovah's Witness to the Christianity. Interesting. I didn't know that. I don't know much about it. Much love from India. Hey, David One Panda. Thank you, bro. Much love stateside. Chat, we got a goal. 120 likes. I'll drop it to 120 likes for the 50-minute mark. Is that fair? I think that's fair. Maybe I overshot it at 125. But let's get 50-minute mark is about to be here. So during that 50-minute mark, 120 likes. Then I think before the hour, we can hit 130. Do you try getting a White House MMA press pass way earlier than everyone else? Maybe you'll get hooked up. Nah, I'm happy to stream, bro. I ain't going to the event. I'll be right here. I got a community to host the show for. I got the community to host the show for, chat. I can't do all that. Thank you guys for 125. I appreciate you. I got the community to host the show for, man. I'm not taking a weekend off. I'm streaming right here. I enjoy the card plenty, watching on my beautiful TV and sitting right here in this comfy ass chair and talking to you beautiful people, giving the play-by-play. I'm not going to go to the event. I'm just not. What do you think will be the main event for the White House card? At this point, I have no idea. I think that Pereira Jones could be on the table. If the UFC formally offered to go to the White House card, I would say, okay, well, I want to set up so I can stream. I want to set up so I can stream. What is me just sitting there watching it do for the channel and for the community? If I want to just go watch an event, I'll go to a boxing match or a bare knuckle fight or a regional scene MMA fight. That's not on a Saturday with a big UFC card, you know? I'm not going to miss out on a stream. Just not going to. I'm just not. Jones or Aspinall versus Pereira would be huge. Yeah, I think both of those work. But Aspinall obviously has to get past the Cyril Gane puzzle early next year. When that Kraus Minner stuff happened a few years ago, you couldn't bet on UFC for a few days or weeks in Ontario, maybe Quebec. It might happen again. Cage side streams would be crazy. You're a real one for that. Thank you, Ryan Burnzel. Burnazal? I've been to some regional and some LFA events. They're nice, but nothing like a UFC event. True. You see the Gianni the Greek interview on James Lynch's channel? It was very interesting to learn more about the betting odds based on the Bulgarian case. I didn't watch it in full, but I saw my dad was watching. He was like, oh, look at this, Gianni the Greek. And he was saying like how I do the impression. And then I did it to him in person. I was like, I'm laying it down. He found it funny. Charrier or Melk? I might go for my guy Melky, but the power of Charrier worries me. The power of Charrier worries me a bit. Charrier's definitely got hands for him. Charrier touching him with big punches is a possibility. Charrier's striking sharp. It's a good fight. Melk's got to get it to the ground. I don't think he can kickbox with him. Maybe a little bit from the outside, but in range, Charrier's boxing's better. We should hand Kraus over to the Canadians and let them do with him as they will. What's my confidence level on the lock this week? 10 out of 10, bro. ONE FC has a lot of suspect fights. Not surprised at all. Why did the commission deny Dante Johnson fighting and is Zach Reese filling in? Yes, to the Zach Reese thing. Dante Johnson was not medically cleared. I don't know why. AJ, I feel like I'm the only one on Bexad over Toporia's brother. What's your lean? I was kind of thinking the same thing. I feel like Bexad is a hell of a talent, and Toporia's brother, outside of being Toporia's brother, if he wasn't, he would be some prelim guy that doesn't have any hype. Thoughts on Ilya's ex already dating a new dude? That means she was in talks with the new dude while she was with Ilya. Slut. Those are my thoughts. Ilya's living the good life, bro. He don't fucking care, man. He's a world champion. Hey, the Nelk boys told him you met her in Miami, bro. Hey, met her in Miami. You in trouble now. Shit, met her in Miami. AJ just stole that thought. It's funny. Oh, Ilya's going off. I see him with a new girl every fucking post. God bless Ilya Topuria, man. Cheers to my guy, Ilya Topuria. A girl did that to me too. 304 sucks. Stay away from him. Like Ilya was probably annoyed, but he's like, whatever. I'm the world champ. Exactly. Ilya will be fine. Most chicks treat dating like jobs. They won't leave one without another lined up. True shit. Maybe you can't find your wife in Miami. You should. I mean, you could find one, but don't mean she ain't gonna break up with you. Miami got the huzz, AJ. I ain't hanging around in Miami. I don't know nothing about it, but from what I heard, stay the fuck away. The only reason I hate Saporia is because of the Evlov beef. Can you blame me? You're a big Evlov fan, so no. Your ex in college had a whole boyfriend in her home city. It was an event. That's crazy. Hey, I mean, did you have good times fucking her? It's a serious question. What would be my fighter nickname? I don't know. That'd be Chat's decision. That's not my decision. That's Chat's decision. You guys would come up with my nickname. I ain't picking my own. When did everyone start talking about the scandal? Immediately. Actually, no, fuck before the fight. Before the fight, man. Before the fight, not after. Before the fight, we were talking about it. And then after it happened, I was like, oh shit, that was the fix. It was in. Yeah, it is a normal experience for a lot of guys. That's life. You just got to keep on living, bro. Keep on keeping on. AJ hat hands DeVito is crazy. Hat hands DeVito is crazy. Not a good look when Delgarian is talking pre-fight about getting a cut of bets. Agreed. The curly-haired killer is epic. You were a college BF for a lot of chicks during uni. What an amazing time, Ben Caxton. AJ, the staff inspector, is wild. Dana saying, if you were contacted by someone, why didn't you call law enforcement? Meanwhile, his famous story is he ran away from Boston, ended up in Vegas because he was running from mobsters. True, but different circumstance. You realize the FBI might be reaching out to you? I don't think they will. I mean, if they do, there's nothing to hide. I don't know anything on the suspicion besides what you guys can tell. And obviously, I look at the lines every day. I would just say, if you want my honest opinion, it seemed rigged. That'd be insane. AJ, the Asian assassin. I'm not even Asian. You think Cody Brundage a bit sus too? He trains with Isaac. Nah, I think Brundage is just wild. I don't think so. You better buy an Outlast Trinity. Do you recommend I buy this? What's Outlast Trinity? Is that a game? What the fuck is that? FBI would only contact you to make sure you had a permit for the deadly flying knee. Hey, that's funny as fuck. The over 2.5 in the Taco Bonfim fight. I lean yes, but there is a chance of sub. The Italian mobster. AJ, the Boston Badger, DeVito. What about AJ Don DeVito? They just call me Don DeVito, like Don Corleone. AJ Don DeVito. The Boston Badger is wild. Chat, we're at 131 likes. Thank you guys for helping me hit the like goal for the 1 hour mark. But we're not done trucking yet. We need 135, baby. Oh, shit. I think Dana would have beaten Tito in boxing. First day I broke my diet in like 3 weeks with this cane slapping. Enjoy yourself, Juice Trades. I'm back on the diet too, man. I'm getting lean J up in here. AJ, warm fist DeVito. Don't ask why it's warm. That's crazy. Warm fist. AJ, Florida man DeVito. I mean, that could work. I think Dana threatening everyone will keep the fighters from speaking out. I mean, shit. If you were approached and then, you say you were approached, that could get you in trouble with the UFC. It's a weird situation. You got to diet into the holidays so I ain't gain the weight. Yeah, bro, you got to do a cut before the holidays. I'm doing it. It's bulk season. You're getting 200 plus. Oh shit. Thick Trev bot. Heavyweight Trev bot. Trevor Burbick bot. Pure sugar cane is an interesting choice for a diet break. I think he's talking about Raisin Cane's chicken. I can't confirm that for sure. AJ the anti-Semitic is insane. No. AJ the expert DeVito. Keep it classic, bro. Keep it classic. That's solid. Dan has a huge point. If you were approached, why would you not contact the UFC and get those guys removed from the promotion? It's true shit. Smash like 140. Absolutely, man. Let's get 140 likes by the hour and 7-minute mark. Raisin Canes. Exactly. I knew it was Raisin Canes. Is AJ short for anything? Yeah, it's short for AIJAY. AJ. First MMA fight I watched. I feel like I can't remember the absolute first one, but I can tell you the ones that got me hooked. I started getting hooked after Roy Nelson knocked out Brendan Schaub. I watched the full Ultimate Fighter. Kimbo Slice versus James Thompson got me big into it. I was big into the Kimbo Slice Street Fight series. And then I remember when he lost to Seth Petrozelli, I was pissed. No, I'm not a junior. Dude's taking a diet break with some no sugar. That'll keep you on the diet. BBC DeVito destroyed is crazy. Understandably, it's not always the fighters themselves, but any managers or coaches doing the approaching need to be outed to their fighters in the UFC. If so, I agree. I want to know everything. Went from 196 to 184 in like a month, just diet and consistency. Also took that advice about moving heavier weight and got 10 pounds lighter already. Good shit, man. Yeah, don't be afraid to still push some heavy weight when you're trying to diet down, bro. Not saying you're going to hit peak numbers. You won't, but don't be a chicken on the weight, you know? You've been a fan since UFC 1, 1993. That's fucking awesome, bro. I was not even born yet. But my birthday is the same day as the UFC's birthday. November 12th and November 12th. UFC is 93. I'm 98, bro. Me and the UFC, we're brothers. You understand? I'm a sibling to the UFC. Like, what is the chance of that? You know, obviously it's a 1 in 365 chance, but what is the chance of an MMA YouTuber who loves the game having the same birthday? You know, it almost feels like it's real destiny. You're November 12th too. Shout out to you, Yui. That's a great date. Yeah, birthday Jay in a week, dog. I'm gonna do a lunchtime live that Wednesday. I'll probably get this week's best MMA bets out a day early next week, so I can just enjoy the evening of the birthday. But I'm definitely gonna do a birthday stream, man. AJ's birthday bash. The 15th, your birthday. Shout out to you, dog. 8/27/98. Hey, happy late birthday, dog. Yours is the 19th. Hey, shout out to KZ. December 18th with Davey Grant and Figgy. That's a great date. Start adding super heavy weight to my pull-ups. Also a game changer. Fuck yeah, bro. Overload that system. Yeah, Scorpio gang, man. They say we're sociopathic. They say we're nuts. They say the Scorpio is a king of manipulation and shit. Is that true? Is that true? Your birthday was the 2nd. Hey, happy belated birthday, Captain Autism. Happy birthday to everybody in the chat. Nah, I'm not going out for drinks on the birthday. I'm laying low, chilling. I ain't doing nothing crazy. Bro, I'm low key, Jay. I'm going on a cruise at the end of the month with my crew. I'll do that, but your boy's just hanging. I wonder if I'll get recognized on the cruise, bro. That'd be fucking hilarious, man. Every day feels like your birthday when AJ is live. I second that. I agree with that. It always feels like a party when I'm live, Francesco Labita. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going cruise, Jay. I haven't been on a cruise in years. Scorpios are known for being very private, very smart, very intuitive, and very smart. Thank you for the double smart. Hey, thank you for the birthday wishes. Appreciate you. On the CJ. On the CJ. We'll find fucking Trevbot. Under the sea. I don't know why. When you said under the CJ, I just started thinking of SpongeBob SquarePants. What cruise line? You already know what cruise line, dog. I like that you go live multiple times a day / week. I can always catch one live at least. Hey, absolutely. I love streaming every fucking day. Every day stream, Jay. I love the streams. The streams make me happy, bro. On the CJ. Bang, bang. What do you think of Mauricio Rufy leaving Fighting Nerds? Good decision. Is that true? Definitely. He needs to go to a gym with better wrestling. He should go to Shoot the Box. Scorpios, when they're pissed, you see a different side to them. It's a rare to see. Agreed, Useless. Yeah. When you don't feel like streaming, what motivates you, my doggy? I just have to. You got to brush your teeth in the morning, don't you? Yeah, this is my passion. Like, do you see yourself doing this in 5 years? Yeah. This is what I dreamed of, bro. Building this community has been the plan my whole life. Absolutely, bro, is my passion. That's why when people say you get burnt out, I say, nah, I just go, go, go. I'm the Marab of this shit. I know I'm called to it. I know this is what I'm destined to do. Just rewatch your reaction to the Dogarian live you caught on as soon as he didn't fight the hands. Yep. I knew it was a fucking fix. Imagine what a bodyguard saw before that flying knee, AJ. That's great. We are the dream, chat. Exactly, man. My people is a dream. I love you guys. Happy for you, bro. Glad to see it. Burnout doesn't come when you're passionate. Exactly. I'm fucking locked in. AJ will commentate one day. Listen, I commentate every weekend. Whether or not the UFC has me officially on standby or if I'm doing my thing here, fuck it. You've been calling all the fixes since day one. Hey, I got the eye for it. AJ shadowboxing on the cruise ship. Someone walks by and gets wobbled. W to the army, bro. Shout out to the expert army. Thank you guys for 140 likes as well. You guys are fabulous with the like button, man. We got 140 people watching and 140 likes. YouTube. You know what that means? Y'all should up my algorithm a little bit. At least show me to 10% more people. Give another 10%. Give another 14 people a chance to discover this amazing community, man. Come on, MMA YouTube. I got the likes to prove it. I got the likes to match it. Why not spread the love some more? I feel like I should be able to clear 150 likes at least this stream. How old am I turning? 19? Yeah. Hey, don't worry, Trey. Don't worry, Trey. Good. Don't worry. Mobile streaming the cruise? Maybe. I'll see how the service is. But yeah, I was thinking I might just have to do it off my phone. How do I hype the videos? I see on mobile, but not on desktop. I don't know on the desktop, but I know on mobile, you got to just press hype. Yeah. 2 finishes you love this weekend, just off the top of the cuff. Morales, a mill, maybe Bonfim. Off the top of the dome right here. Maybe Salikov. Cruise ships have really shitty Wi-Fi. Really shitty Wi-Fi. Yeah. Cruise ship Wi-Fi sucks. So I'll be doing my predictions before the cruise, and then I'll be back for Moneyline Monday. Then I'll be back on business, Jay. Back on business, Jay. Oh, yeah. Back on business, Jay. Euros versus Muslim, too. Just don't know who gets that KO. I think it definitely is live to end by KO. Biggest and best fight I ever saw. Biggest fight I ever saw was probably McGregor Habib. Age, I've never been on the cruise, but imagine waking up in the middle of the night, going out just to look at the night sky in the middle of the ocean. I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm looking forward to seeing the stars and stuff. It's going to be fabulous. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a blessed time. I'm going Euros since the people are on Muslim. I get it, even though he's chinny. But he just gets dropped left and right. You Love Cruise is going to be booking one soon. Let's go, Herb. Fuck yeah. I'm cutting for the cruise, bro. I'm getting lean for the cruise. I'm showing up to that cruise with the 4-pack, bro. I don't want to have no thick gut on the cruise. He's been getting dropped too frequently, man. And Salikov has been knocking people out. So I lean Salikov. Camping in the mountains hits different with the star glazing. Oh, I could imagine. It's fucking spectacular. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm on Salikov. KZ said it, but AJ makes a good point with the overseas PD suspicions. Yes. So if he looks like a melted mush, looks like a marshmallow that's been sitting on the candle fire, melting down for too long, you understand? Then I'm probably jumping ship. AJ gonna forget about us when he goes big timer and announcer for ESPN. JK AJ humble, he chill. I recommend you to all my friends, coworkers. Hey, thank you, Bet Sean, my guy. I'll still be here, bro. I'm hustling right here, dog. Like I almost got 55,000 subscribers. I'm almost 55K, Jay. On the way, Jay. Like we're making waves, Jay. I'm on track to some fucking numbers. We're about to hit 150 likes on the stream, which is fucking dope for a Q&A. And I'm streaming twice tomorrow. And I got another stream after this. If you're a member, keep on keeping on. Bro, I won't be surprised if Paramount reaches out to me at some point. If somebody from Paramount sees me and says, yo, we're interested in this guy, and they try to get me on the fucking play-by-play, I wouldn't be shocked. I know you guys are going to say I'm crazy, but it would not surprise me. I almost expect it to happen at some point. We'll talk a deal and we'll see what happens. But something that must stay, and they must understand, the YouTube doesn't go anywhere. Okay. Some events I work in person and I'm talking cage side, but I'm doing the fight companions every time I'm not live cage side. I am big in the YouTube world. Thank you, Therese Finney. I really like how Muslim throws a real intent. Once he closes distance, just hope he looks in shape. If he looks like shit, then pick flip. If he looks like shit on the scale, pick flip it. That crazy kick by Muslim was a 1 in a million, and he only KO'd Leal because Leal had turned him into a punching bag. He was trying to land an uppercut, a finish, and kept dropping his hands. I mean, I guess. But he also, knocked him the fuck out with skill. Dope. You got to take the first deal if they reach out. Talent will work on the second deal. Can you imagine that? Yeah, we want you doing the Contender Series cards in person. Ladies and gentlemen, we're outside of the UFC Apex. We're about to go live up in here. I'm hosting the UFC commentary tonight. I guess you could call it the Contender Series commentary. This is Dana White's Contender Series 2027, week number 1. In the main event, we got up-and-coming Sam Smith with a record of 14-1, taking on a dangerous Brazilian, Lucas Exao Shung Lee. I guess he's half Japanese, half Brazilian, but he fights like a motherfucking Dagestani. Rufy mentioned in an interview that he trained at Shoot the Box, but ended up being kicked out by Diego Lima. Really? Wonder why he got kicked out. Final fight of the year being why? Final fight of the year is Brandon Royval, Manel Kape. You could for sure be a commentator. I agree. But don't get it twisted. 1 million subscribers on YouTube is coming. I know some folks are going to say, what? Oh, I expected 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I'm hustling right here every day. Streaming every day. Videos every day. Dialed in, Jay. I haven't been happier, bro. I swear to God. I feel happier than I ever been. I'm so locked the fuck in. Over under Daniel Marcos, 70 significant strikes. I feel like it's going to be close. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Charlie Kelly. Much love. 1 mil J. Let's go. 100K J on the horizon, but 1 mil J still in the motherfucking foresight. You understand? Bro, Rufy training with Bilal at VFS equals Rufy as a contender. It's his best decision he could make. Just pack it up, head up to fucking Chicago and say, yo, I want to work with you guys. I think that'd be some life-changing shit for him, for real, for real. That would change his motherfucking life, bro. 60K, J, after 322 and 23. Hey, on the horizon, Jay. We're definitely hitting 55K next week. 1 million is nothing. You'd hit 100 million. Trust you're the Tupac of this shit. Hey, let's go, Bet Sean. 100 million, Jay. We have fucking 50,000 plus watching every Q&A. 1 million beyond doable. Agreed, Trebotics. I think Marcos, with a good chunk of KOs, has any chance of finishing Johns, who's been finished in 2 out of 4 losses, I believe. I favor the decision, but if Marcos is able to land like a nice knee up high or catches him with a nice straight shot, maybe even a front kick to the face, of course, possible. I see why you're tempted to take the under on Marco's significant strikes alpha tips. At times he can be slightly low output. You debating round 1 Muslim or round 3 Euros? Good luck. Last week, Dante, round 1 KO, sold my lay. Tell me how you like this. Hockett money line, Marco's decision, Denise Gomes, round 3 decision, Cavalcanti money line, Tulio money line, 100 pays 1,073. You got some fucking confidence in Tulio, huh? I mean, Denise Gomes live. I think Penance is live too, though. It's a 50-50. I think Marcos wins. Hockett, I mean, he should win, but he's a 4-1 favorite in a UFC debut against a BJJ world champ. There's some fucking red flags around it, you know? MMA Illuminati all through your body is crazy. Holy shit. If Miles is able to get a takedown, probably not getting it. Miles wrestling is not that good, though, I must say. Who's the best Peruvian MMA fighter then, Igor Ramos? Is it fucking the name that's escaping me? He was in the UFC at one point. He fights in the featherweight division of PFL. Oh, shit. Jesus Pinedo. There we go. Yes, Jesus Pinedo. He might be, but he's in PFL, so it doesn't really count, you know? When you're in the PFL, bro, you're just not going to get the same respect. It's like if you're the best basketball player in the world, but you're in the Euro League, like nobody really believes you. Do I like CLD to win? I'm picking Tulio, but CLD could give him a fight. You're playing your flag on CLD's bald head. You're going to ride with him, bro. Holy shit. Hey, good luck, OG Herb. I don't think it's a crazy pick neither. It's a possibility of success outcome. Have this nasty feeling, round 2, 3 KO, Gomez live. Her hands are nasty. Late night AJ, what's up? What's up, Moises Pascual? I'm chilling. We're on the trek to 160 likes, chat. Can we hit 160 likes? This is the biggest stream of the week so far, and I just wanted to keep getting bigger. So make sure you smash that like button. Immediately following this stream, I am going to be doing a members stream. If you're not a member of the channel, well, all right, don't join in. But if you are a member of the channel, come hang out with the boy. I'll be chopping it up, dropping some thunder, dropping some love, dropping some fire. You know what I'm saying? Nice little member stream for the people. Is going to be a good time. So if you're a member, come hang out. AJ, give us a deep cut of a fighter you're a fan of that you think we don't know about, that you don't know about. I feel like you guys know about everybody. Like if you were more casuals, I'd be like, you know who I really like is Modestus Bukauskas or Vinicius Oliveira. And I've been talking about Oliveira for a while. I've been picking him for a while. I've been picking him when he was an underdog, you know. I believed in him for a long time. Fighter we don't know about that I'm a fan of. You like Jose Ochoa? He's really good. I feel like you guys know about everybody, bro. Who the fuck do y'all not? So somebody like unranked? Somebody unranked? Somebody that looks like he can make waves? I mean, y'all know about Cesario like J-Chuck. I think he's going to be good in the UFC. Better than his brother. Can Randy keep it on the feet? I don't think he keeps it on the feet for long enough to get a knockout. Nah. Colby Thickness is mediocre. Nah, I don't think Thickness is it. This is your first time fading the Bone Fin Bros. Always bet with both of them. I definitely agree with the Ismail fade, but I don't know. Fighter from back in the day that you guys don't know. You know, Keith Jardine, the Dean Amin. He was a bad motherfucker. Never world class, but a fun watch always. Shane Carwin was fucking dope. Let's see. Let me think back, bro. I mean, the crippler Chris Lieben, but y'all know about him. He's popular enough. Who's a fucking mid-can that I liked back in the day that I forgot about? Somebody I'm forgetting about. Somebody I'm forgetting about. I don't know. I'll see if it comes to me, bro. We need Cesare ASAP. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Glasshouse Aquatics. You certified animal, bro. Whoa. Just join. What we think about Reese? Thank you for $9.99 in Glasshouse Aquatics. I just bought it $9.99. Thank you for $9.99, bro. I think Zach Reese wins. I think Zach Reese live for a finish, too. I think Zach Reese handles business, bro. I think Zach Reese motherfucking shows out. Zach Reese makes waves. You know who was supposed to be good but just sucked in the UFC? Mike Ritchie. He fucking shinned Neil Magny. Nasty knockout on Tough. Shit UFC career, bro. Shit UFC career. Bully Beatdown was dope. Zach Sub is live, but KO is too. I don't know if I'm gonna lock him though. I mean, my lock call's already in. Zach Reese is fighting against Jackson McVeigh. Reese versus McVeigh. Reese versus McVeigh, baby. Early sneak peek prediction. For now, I'm going Islam. I don't know. I got to sleep on it. I don't know yet. I mean, it's Islam for now. We'll see. We'll see if I join the Jack Della army. I'm kind of flip flopping. My decision will be made Sunday. Zach Reese, a new lock since Giannis fight ended. I wonder how big of a favorite he's going to be. Terry Edom, Ryan Jimmo, Roger Huerta. That's a throwback. Ryan fucking Jimo. You guys remember Dan Kelly back in the day? Somehow beats Rashad. Damn, you got some guns. Thanks, Sean Shelby. I be lifting like a fucking maniac, man. Eat, stream, lift videos, the usual vibe. Not in that order. Who's a lock? I like the underdog lock. I like Padilla. I think Padilla's a good dog this week, chat. I think Padilla's about to show out. I think Padilla's going to put on a good performance. I think Padilla's going savage mode. Babalu Sobro. You know, I felt like Fei Zhao had a lot of hype back in the day. But he just didn't really make waves in the UFC. I didn't realize how yoked until I followed you on Insta. Hey, thanks, Juice Trades. Jew curls are banging is funny. I don't really know where the Padilla love is coming from. I thought he lost his last fight. To be fair, though, Jai Herbert is a long-range striker that's better at distance management than Bonfim. I think Padilla's a fucking beast at the apex. You give him that small cage, I think his style works better. I think his style works best at the apex. All right, chat. Goal for the stream, 165 likes. Bam. Jacare was underestimated. I thought Jacare was great. Jacare in his prime was special, man. I remember when he fought Ed Herman. Fought Chris Camozzi twice. Chris Camozzi was pretty good. Chris Camozzi was good, man. How stressed is Bonefim number 2 going to be if Bonefim 1 gets beat? I don't think it'll be an issue. Holy, you're jacked. I'm just a fitness addict, bro. I love working out. I'm picking Medic, but close fight. I guess Salikov is a live dog, but I'll not put my money on a 41-year-old welterweight. I'm waiting till the weigh-ins to know for sure. If he comes in looking jacked and shredded, I think he's live for the knockout. But if he looks like a goop, then yeah, I'm pick flipping. Then I'm pick flipping the other side. See, doctor saying something about still feeling effects from the fight. Oh, DeRitter. I saw DeRitter was saying that. AJ DM me yesterday, bro. You're the GOAT. For the reply, hey, she loves Brian. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I try to DM back when I can. I just get loaded with DMs sometimes. I don't reply, but I go through phases of replying to a lot of people. Hey, listen, send me a DM this week. Maybe I'll reply. I'm in a reply mood. Remember the Filipino wrecking ball? Holy shit. Mark Munoz. Mark Munoz. I remember when he got fucking destroyed by Matt Hamill. Oh, the brothers who have fought / are fighting the UFC, who is the best, who is the worst? The best brothers in the UFC right now? I think it's the Taporia brothers, all because of Ilya. All because of Ilya. I don't know about the worst, though. Who do you guys think is the worst pair of brothers in the UFC? AJ's going to confront Mamdani wearing nothing but a yarmulke, red, white, and blue Speedo is crazy. I mean, the Jourdain brothers have promise, but we got to see little bro Jourdain go out and showcase it in the UFC. But yeah, on Contender, he looks spectacular. I was blown away by the Contender Series skills. He looked like a motherfucking savage on Contender Series. He showed the fuck out, bro. His Contender Series performance was spectacular. All right, members stream coming in 5 minutes, chat. So if you're a member, the party continues. But if you're not a member, well, in 5 minutes, I'm going to the members. So yeah. Younger brother, I feel like normally is. Oh yeah, Tafa Bros is the worst. You're right. There we go. What's up, Louis boy? Tafa Bros are the worst. Hey, we're close to the stream goal of 165 likes. We're 2 away. Game and Stream was fire the other day. Hey, thank you, Gravy. Gravy RD Fiend, thank you, bro. I'll be doing more gaming streams. Don't you worry about it. Big J will game again. It was a good sample stream on Monday. Game like a savage live. And I plan on keeping the gaming streams cooking up. I like the gaming streams. They're a lot of fun. I'll do it again soon. George Sonoropoulos is a throwback and a half. Andre Petrosky beat Hidalgo. Bo Nickel should bounce back. Agreed. I'm picking Bo Nickel. I don't think Bo Nickel loses to him. I didn't even know Kamosi had a brother. Move the gaming streams to Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday. Agreed. I'm not doing a Monday gaming stream next time. I'll probably do an evening gaming stream at some point. I don't know when. Like a late night gaming stream. I don't know when. If there's like an off week from the UFC, maybe like the Thursday that I normally do PropAholics, I can do a gaming stream. Brian Kamosi. I didn't even know he was a fighter. I had no idea. Hey, don't worry, bro. We'll do some more gaming streams. There is some life for some cycle parlays this week. Morales by sub, Tulio decision, and Emil Emmers ends by KO. Hey, I like that, Useless. I like where your head's at, big dog. Hey, thank you for helping me hit the like goal, guys. You're all fantastic savages. You're all fantastic savages, man. I really appreciate it. The FBI is investigating, yes. Hey, shout out to the guy, Joe Rogan 4286 for the $10. Have a $10, my guy. Thank you, bro. I'm not going to say the rest of it, but thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot, bro. Thank you, man. W stream. Hey, thanks, Trevbot. Members stream coming up next. Members stream coming in 2 minutes and 19 seconds. We're going members stream, Jay. Petrosky's wrestling, bro. And then Cam Ralston destroyed him. Cam Ralston looked good, bro. I mean, they're essentially saying it's rigged. Yeah, I mean, innocent until proven guilty, but evidence points to it was rigged. Evidence points to it was a rigged motherfucking fight. That's the truth of it. The evidence points that direction. Rigged. Rigged, I tell you. Rigged. Rigged fight. It was fake. Salikov by Crifty Crafties. Come on, man. What do you mean Crifty Crafties? Crifty Crafties is crazy, bro. Crifty Crafties. You're a gem. Crifty Crafties. Yeah, Jim Miller had Dan Miller who fought in the UFC. I always thought Cole Miller was his brother too, but he's not. He's not. I was like, what? Oh, that's not his brother. The video that you see linked in the live chat there is this week's best MMA bets. If you are not joining me for the members stream, or maybe you would rather watch that video and you're not going to hang out for members, click on that. Watch this week's best MMA bets. Give it a like. Give it a comment. Hype the damn video. Show it some love. I will be live for members for a half an hour here in the next 50 seconds. But it's been a pleasure talking to a wide array of savages during this hour and a half live stream. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you all for the continued support. You guys are fantastic. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for the love. All right. You guys are savages. And you know what's a fighter that's forgotten that I actually really enjoyed in his prime? Kostas Philippou. I liked his boxing a lot. He could throw some fucking hands and was an underrated savage in the UFC and one that is easily to be forgotten. He actually was in the first EA UFC game and I loved him in the game. Unfortunately, UFC career fizzled out and he was forgotten. All right. Love you guys. Talk to the members here in a minute. If you're not a member, check out the latest video. Good night.